Lot of talk about the president reaching out to Republicans. Do you think that this in any way undercuts leadership?
No.
Yours?
No, absolutely not. The president has always been very respectful of the views of the Republicans in the Congress, their leadership and their membership. He has always tried to accommodate him. This idea that but for that we would have gotten all these other things done is just really not reality.
Sounds like you don't think these meetings will work.
What I think the meetings are a good idea because you understand each other better and you may get a measure of courage. How much courage? Around here it's all about courage. Who's going to really vote what they believe and fight for what they believe? And so I think everybody takes a measure of each other at some of these meetings, but they are not having these meetings is not why we haven't had progress before. We haven't had progress before because the Republicans were committed to blocking the initiatives of President Barack Obama.
Do you think that given these meetings, he is looking, there's two ways to look at these meetings with the president. The first is that he's looking for like-minded Republicans where he might find some common ground. The other is that he wants to get into next year when he has committed to you lots of resources, including his personal time, to return the House to Democratic hands. That this is just another way to say, well, I talked to them and they still, won't do anything. And what I really want is a Democratic Congress help me here.
Well, I think it's important to note that all of us come here to get a job done for the American people. And certainly that is the case with the President of the United States. He's been very bipartisan in his approach. So I think that these meetings are not something to say, well, I'll do this with you now and I'll do that with him later. I think it is, let's get some things done together to make elections less important. Let's come together for the benefit of the American people, first and foremost. That's our responsibility. So if he can diffuse some of their opposition to some of these issues, bravo for the American people that we can get a job done from it. That's far more important than what happens in an election.
Well, it is. I guess the reason I'm asking it is that so many people have pointed to, when Mitch McConnell said that his #1 goal was to see that the president was a one-term president, that the president has now committed to you and others that he wants to do what he can to help turn the House Democratic. Isn't that kind of the same thing? That
no, it isn't.
You sort of look at everything through a prism of the next election?
No, it is completely different, but thank you for the question. It's completely different because when Mitch McConnell said that, he was talking about obstructing initiatives to create jobs, stopping initiatives that would show bipartisanship on the part of the president. They wanted to show that he couldn't come to agreement with the Republicans. Simply, it didn't matter what the subject was, they were not going to support.